Welcome to episode 36 of the Prosperity on Air podcast. I'm your host, Paola De Vescovi, and today we have a solo episode, just with me. So I've come back from London, where, as you know, I have participated as a speaker in the first ever edition of the Women Who Dare to Desire conference. It went really well. It was an amazing event. I was very happy to meet all the speakers whom I had interviewed during the weeks that preceded the conference. I met them in person. It was really nice. So new relationships have been formed. There was a lot of sharing, a lot of inspiration. And I have decided that the takeaways of this amazing conference will be the topic of an episode, maybe the next episode. I also have in mind this idea of interviewing Deborah Luzzi again after, the conference. And I also want to ask her, her takeaways as an organizer of the conference. So, what this experience really meant to her. So, this will be the topics of a completely different episode. Unlike what normally happens with the podcast episodes, that is that I tend to publish them on Tuesdays. I intentionally decided, first of all, to take a break after the conference. I really needed to recover. I received so many inputs and I really needed some time to slow down, take in everything that happened, my feelings, my experiences, all the things that I needed to process and to think about. So I decided to take a few days off, and that is one thing. And secondly, since we are around Valentine's Day, to be more precise, Valentine's Day is going to be tomorrow, Friday, 14th of February. I have decided to publish this episode on Valentine's Day, so on a Friday. I decided to do that because I want to reflect on a very important topic, that is self-love, the most important form of love that we can ever experience. If you think about it, the only person with whom we have a relationship for the entire duration of our life, the person with whom we actually spend 24 hours, not a second more or less, a day, it's ourselves. So the most important relationship that we really have in our life is the relationship that we have with ourselves. Let's take an honest look at the way we treat ourselves. So we spend time, worrying about our spouse, our mother, our father, our, most important relationships in our lives, our kids, our house, our job. We are constantly focusing on somebody else, and we really devote very little time to ourselves. And we neglect the way we talk to ourselves. Very often We don't even realize the language that we are using with ourselves. I mean, it happens to me all the time. I catch myself if I make a mistake, if I can't find something and then I finally find it, I catch myself using words such as, how stupid of you, you're an idiot, come on. These are the words that we unconsciously use with ourselves, especially, in situations when we make a mistake or, we don't do the things as we would have liked to, and in circumstances like this. So what is self-love? So I surfed the internet, I explored the internet, and I found a few definitions, and I'm going to read some of them. For example, self-love forms the foundation of your single most important relationship. That is the relationship with yourself. I've already said that. This article goes on, and I think it's an article, if I remember correctly, I found this article on a website that is called selfgrowth.com, and I will share the links of the articles I will make reference to in the show notes of this episode. So the article goes on saying that the strength of all your other relationships is exactly equal to the strength of that foundation. So it's equal to the strength of your self-love, the love that you feel for yourself. So to love yourself doesn't simply mean that you have to develop self-esteem. It is actually the prerequisite for truly loving others. If you think, there's a saying that, I have heard so many times in my life since I was a little kid, that is, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if you think about it, we tend to love our neighbors more than we love ourselves. So we've heard this expression and this concept many, many times, maybe expressed in different ways, thinking that, what is important is loving others, but we cannot be able to love others if we do not love ourselves. So what does self-love mean? Self-love means that you accept yourself as you are. The good side, the good things about you and the less good things about you. It means also to be able to receive as much as you are willing to give. And the two things, giving and receiving, should be equal. And especially women, we tend to give more than we actually receive. We tend to consider everybody else a priority, and we tend to put ourselves, after everybody else. So it is important to find a balance in these two aspects of giving and receiving. Self-love is also about knowing your values, what is really important to you, and make these values also guide you in your choices. So what is it that it's so important that you are not willing, you cannot accept that this value, can be replaced by something else, or you cannot accept that it is not considered, taken into account. You have to know your boundaries. So if I am working, for example, I have to set boundaries and say to the people I live with, for 1 hour, I'm not available. Do not disturb myself. Also, now that with these mobile phones, we can be reached everywhere and at any time, let's cherish certain moments of the day. For me, for example, when I'm at home after 6, 7 in the evening, spending time with my family, or if they are not around, spending time with myself, maybe watch a film that I like, or read a book that I'm interested in without being disturbed. This is an important boundary that I have decided to set for myself. And so honoring your values and your boundaries, this is self-love too. Self-love also is about teaching others to treat you as you want to be treated and showing them how you treat yourself. So if you don't treat yourself well, if you don't treat yourself with respect, how can you expect other people to treat you well and with respect? Self-love is about being kind to yourself. I have already made the example about the language that sometimes we tend to use with ourselves. And this is not being kind when, you say to yourself, how stupid you are. This is not being kind, okay? So paying attention to the language that you are using with yourself. Self-love, therefore, it is about looking after your mind, looking after your body, and looking after your spirit. So paying attention to the language that you use with yourself and with others as well. Words are powerful. They're very powerful in the way you use them with yourself, but also in the way you use them with others. Looking after your body. Are you, really taking care of your body? Come on, this is the body with whom you have a relationship for the entire duration of your life. So taking care of it, eating healthy foods, resting, drinking the right amount of water, and really paying attention to what you eat and drink, which is the fuel that this body needs to have the right energy. And also your spirit, your spiritual life. Do you devote enough time to be in contact with yourself? Self-love is also listening to yourself. Do you spend time during the day or in the evening to really contact yourself? Maybe going through, what happened during the day and ask yourself, how did this make me feel? Did I like this or not? Was it the right thing for me to eat? Do you spend your time to talk to yourself? At the end of this episode, what I want to do is, guide you through a meditation that will help you really get in touch with your heart, which is the way your soul speaks to you. When you hear something in your mind, usually it's your ego, your conscious mind talking to you. your intuition speaks through your heart. So getting in touch with your heart, it is very important to be sure that what you are doing, what you are thinking, what you are saying, what you are eating, what you are wearing, and everything is, the right thing for you in that particular moment. Self-love is also about knowing that you are worth it, not because of what you have achieved or because of the way you look like or because of what other people think of you, but because love is your birthright no matter what. Learning to love yourself has a number of benefits. First of all, when you love yourself, when you are taking care of yourself, when you are paying attention to the way you speak to yourself, when you pay attention to what you feel, and when you are really listening to your heart, to your intuition, and let your heart and your intuition guide you in the choices that you are making in every sphere of your life, well, this creates happiness, inner happiness. This creates confidence. This creates peace of mind. That, it doesn't matter what happens around you. Outside events, other people's opinion will not affect you if you are happy inside. And when you really love yourself, you make healthier and better choices. You are also able to make the right decisions for you in every area of your life, from your relationships to your finances to business to where you want to go on vacation and to the things to wear, the food to eat, etc. And when you love yourself, you don't need to compare yourself to anybody else. And you enjoy and you are happy for other people's success. You don't resent things so much. And you tend to be more compassionate for yourself and for others. And not only, you also manage to be really of greater service to your customers, to your family, to your friends, to the world at large. And the more you love yourself, the more synchronicities happen in your life, and the things that you desire really manifest in your life. Amongst the articles that I found and that I was reading to prepare this solo episode devoted to self-love on the occasion of Valentine's Day, I came across an article on the Huffington Post, and I will share the link in the show notes, and it's called Self-Love Must Come First, How to Love Yourself. And it says, very interestingly, self-love is a journey, and it takes dedication, devotion, and practice. Resolve to love yourself each and every day and watch your best self blossom and your greatest life unfold. Self-love is an exponential force, and Joyce Marter is the author of this article. It is very, very interesting, and I really suggest that you read it. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and what are you going to gift yourself with? I mentioned many things in this episode, so taking care of your body, of your mind, and of your spirit. So how are you going to pamper yourself tomorrow? What are the things that you really love to do and that you want to gift yourself with on this day that is devoted to love? So think about it. Think about it. I was thinking, tomorrow is going to be quite a busy day for me. But tomorrow in the evening, I think I'm going to ask my best friend maybe to go out for a nice aperitif, just the two of us, and just chat. We haven't seen each other for a long time, so if she's free, this is something that I would really love to do. And, if I find some time, maybe I will go to a spa and have a nice massage and, indulge in this self-care atmosphere that I really love. I love spas. So these are probably a couple of things that I will do tomorrow to celebrate the love that I feel for myself. And as I said, I will also take extra time to speak with my heart, rather than speaking with my heart, to listen to my heart. And I learned this meditation that I want to share with you, and I want to guide you through it. I learned it from a Reiki master, and I have been really practicing it for quite a while now. And this is my gift to you for Valentine's Day tomorrow. So take the time tomorrow, just a few minutes, to listen to this meditation. Maybe in the show notes I will indicate exactly where exactly the meditation starts in the recording of this episode, so that if you want to reuse it, you can skip all my speaking about self-love, and you can move directly to the meditation part. So tomorrow, just take some time, just a few minutes, to do this meditation, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. And I can tell you, I tend to do it in the morning and again in the afternoon, at the end of my day, when I close my computer, when I finish my calls, when I have nothing else to do that is related to my business. So before I prepare my dinner, before I sit around the table with my family, I take just a few minutes to go through this meditation again to conclude the day. And in the morning, it helps me really start the day with joy, with appreciation, with this sense of gratitude. Not only, it also helps me feel that I am never alone, that I'm part of something bigger than myself. And through my heart, I am connected with this beautiful, unconditional love that surrounds us all, and we are all part of. And in the evening, it helps me prepare for a beautiful night full of meaningful dreams, and it helps me really have a wonderful resting sleep. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's start this meditation by finding a comfortable position. So if you are sitting on a chair like I am at this very moment, just, sit in a very comfortable position and tend to have your feet in contact with the floor. And if you prefer to, sit in a cross-legged position, it is fine, provided that you are comfortable. Take the time to adjust your position. Feel, that your back is well supported by the chair. And if you are cross-legged, you can either have your back, supported by a wall, for example, or just make sure that, the position is comfortable for you. And when you are ready, just take a deep breath. Let's take another deep breath. And as you exhale, just feel, all the tension, the contractions. And as you exhale, just imagine that all the tension and the contractions that you may feel in your body just, loosen up more and more. Take another deep breath. And again, when you exhale, just feel that all this tension, all this contraction is leaving your body. And you are getting more and more relaxed. Continue breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And just to observe your inhales and your exhales. Just observe the smooth flowing of your breath in and out. Feel the air getting into your nose and moving down into your throat and in your chest, your lungs, and then your abdomen. And when you exhale, relax more and more. Now you bring your attention to your heart. If you know about the chakra system, you know that the heart is the chakra that connects the lower chakras and the upper chakras. So it is at the very center of the chakra system. And I suggest that you place your hands on your heart. Just feel the energy in this area. Just know that you are putting your hands in contact with your heart and with your heart energy. Now imagine Could you feel this warmth in your heart? And this warmth slowly starts to expand inside your body. Going towards the lower chakras and down, 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 along your legs and knees, your ankles and feet, and up towards your throat and your head and the top of your head. And now imagine that there is a light coming from your heart. And as you inhale, the light becomes brighter and brighter. And as you exhale, it expands more and more outside your body. You inhale, and it becomes brighter and brighter. And you exhale, it expands more and more. Just feel the warmth of this light. Just feel the light, its brightness. And imagine this light now expanding around your whole body, so that all your body is totally wrapped up in this beautiful, warm, white, bright light. You are totally relaxed, and you are surrounded by this beautiful, white and bright light. This is the loving heart light of your heart. It's surrounding you, it's hugging you, it's comforting you. And now say to your heart, "Hello, heart. I am here. I am listening to you." And again, "Hello, heart. I'm here. I am listening to you." "Hello, heart. I'm here, and I'm listening to you." And if you have any specific question you want to ask your heart, just ask it and be willing to receive. Maybe your heart will answer you right now, or it will answer to you later, maybe in your dreams, or while you're taking your coffee, while you're doing something else. Be sure and know that the answer will come. Just take the time to enjoy this deep contact with your heart. And enjoy your being willing to receive from your heart. To receive this loving, bright light. And to receive anything and everything that your heart wants to say to you. Continue to breathe. And as you inhale, you feel the warmth of this light. And as you exhale, you feel more and more relaxed. Now, when you are ready, just place your hands on your legs or on your lap. Take a deep breath. When you exhale, recall the light inside of your heart. Inhale. When you exhale, bring back the light inside of your heart. Take another deep breath. Now, when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and maybe you just need to rub your legs and your arms and feel that you are again fully present here and now. And if you had any thoughts, suggestions, or sensations during this meditation, write them down. They may not be, let me say this again, they may not seem significant to you right now, but maybe, their significance, their meaning will be clear later. Well, I hope you enjoyed this meditation. This is my little gift to you so that you can practice self-love. It's my little gift to you for Valentine's Day. I wish you a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I will see you again next week with another episode of the Prosperity On Air podcast.